Hello, I'm Erik from Group 101. I'm with Alejandro Cruz as teacher, and today I'll be testing the experiments of effervescence and precipitation on liquids. In this case, we will be testing them with milk and with water. Let's see what happens. So, as mentioned, we're going to be doing two experiments. The first one, we will need first half of a glass of milk. Then we will need a quarter of cup of vinegar. I have already the measure. That's what we'll be needing, and a spoon, and that is it for the first experiment. And for the second experiment, we are going to need an effervescent tablet or this type of salt, that is salt of pickup, because I don't have an effervescent tablet, so I will be using this one, and half of a glass of water and a plastic bottle soda. It says Coca-Cola, but I don't have Coca-Cola, so I will be using Sprite. Let's go with the procedure. Okay, so now let's do the first experiment. So first we gotta register the characteristics or the properties of the milk. I can see that it is white, like kind of dark. Its taste, it's like kinda sweet, and kinda, we'll see, sour. I like milk personally. And what else can I say about milk? Yes, I make sure that it was in a neutral temperature, so it won't affect directly with the experiment. Then we're gonna check the properties of the vinegar. This quarter of cup of vinegar is white. It smells really bad. I don't like vinegar. It smells like too strong, or I don't know, like bitter, sorry. And yes, so now we gotta pour the vinegar in the glass of milk, and then we gotta shake it with the spoon. So let's see what happens. First we put the vinegar. It is almost full, and now we have to shake it with the spoon. So let's see what happens. And so now we're going to let the liquid rest, and we will see what happens in approximately 5 minutes. Okay, so now here I have the milk. I will check what happened with it later. And so now we're going to do the second experiment. First we gotta see what's about the bottle soda. Like, it is ball shaped, it has bubbles inside the liquid. That's what we matter. What can I say about it? It's transparent because this is Sprite. I wanted Coca-Cola, but I don't have Coca-Cola. But yes, it is a normal soda bottle. Now we gotta check the properties of this. It is made out of baking soda, tartaric acid, and citric acid. So this is like, I think that maybe it will react with the water. That's my hypothesis. And the water, it is the common water that we all know. It's transparent, it's tasteless, flavorless, smellless, and all that stuff. So now, first we gotta open this soda bottle, and we have to see what happens. I think that it will happen like a normal thing that will happen when you open a Coca-Cola. Yes, we can see that it makes a sound. Maybe it is because it is liberating a gas or something. It's tasty. Very good. Love it. So now that we have seen what happens, let's see. It has like bubbles in there. I don't know if you can see it. So maybe that's the reaction that we have to see. And let's see what it has in common with the reaction that the water will make with the salt of pickup. First, yes, we're gonna insert the effervescent tablet into the glass of water. I don't have the effervescent tablet, but I will put this thing in the glass bottle. I have it here, it's kinda felt to open it. So we will see. It is making bubbles. It changed its color, it's like more white. It was transparent. And let's see, taste. I know. Wait, first I had to mix it a little bit. Now let's taste it. It tastes like, I don't know, like very sour. I don't like it taste or bitter. I don't know. One of them both. So it changed its flavor because water is actually flavorless. So this thing made a reaction, so it changed its flavor. And this is for experiment. So let's see what happened with the result. Okay, so now I'm here with the results of the experiment. In the first experiment, we had the milk with the vinegar, and this is what happened. I don't know how I will show you, but it made like it's more like it isn't that liquid anymore. It has like kinda little pieces of solid, like it made like if it was yogurt, kind of. It looks like ice cream or something, but it's still being milk. I don't want to taste it because I know that it will taste really, really bad. But yes, and actually when you start to shake it, you can see like if it turns into water. I don't know if you. Okay, let me try to show you. You can see right there. Like it looks like if it was water, kind of, or that's like how I see it. And so that happened with the first experiment. So then with the experiment, we're comparing the result of opening a soda bottle and of putting salt of picot in a glass of water. And what happened is when I opened the soda, I may do it again. Oh no, not again. Okay, so the first time I opened the soda, as you heard, it made a sound like a tss. I think, look, I have a agua mineral here. Maybe you can look what happened. Like, actually, it's the same what happens with a soda bottle and with a mineral water bottle. That's the sound that I wanted to show you because it is liberating gas. We will analyze it later on the report, but yes, and in comparison of what happened with the bottle of water, is that the bottle of water start bubbling like a lot, as it is making. Meanwhile, the soda bottle is still making it. So yes, that is what happened. I really enjoyed this experiment. So let's see what happened with my classmates. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lian, and today I'm going to talk about two experiments. One of precipitation and another of effervescence. In this first experiment, the ingredients are a half glass of milk, a quarter cup of vinegar, and a spoon to remove all. In this experiment, we have to put the vinegar into the milk, like this, and we have to remove all with the same spoon as we do. Bueno, pues se corta el audio. We have to let it. We have to have it like that for 5 minutes to make the reaction. In this second experiment, we need a half glass of water, an Alka-Seltzer, any type of soda, and an opener or anything to open the soda. We have to open the soda, and as we see, there are some bubbles right here that the soda has like gas that go to the oxygen. Then if we saw this, when the water like itself doesn't have any bubble like that. And if we put the Alka-Seltzer to the water, we can see that makes some bubbles. Look at that bubbles. And if we shake some the soda, we see some bubbles. And we can make a compare between those, and it's almost the same.
Hello, I am Germán Mendoza, and I am going to show you two experiments about the two concepts of precipitation and effervescence. For this first experiment, we are going to use vinegar and milk. We are going to explain the phenomenon of precipitation. Okay? We are going to analyze the properties. First, the vinegar, we can see that it is transparent. It is like water. It has no color, absolutely no color. But unlike the water, it has a lot of smell. It smells a lot. No? And we can observe that milk is dense. It does have color, and it has not a very strong smell. No? It's very neutral. We're going to use this spoon to mix the two substances, but first we are going to put it in the same container. Excellent. Now we are going Excellent. Now let's wait to see what happens. Now we can see that the color of the milk has changed a little bit. Now it is more like a gray, a light gray, beige, or a little bit of light brown. It's not more white. And it has the surface completely covered with bubbles. So this is the result of the combination of the two substances, and it is called precipitation. For this second experiment, we are going to explain the phenomenon of effervescence. We are going to need an Alka-Seltzer pill, a glass of water, and a Coke. Let's begin opening the drink, the Coke. And let's observe what happens slowly. A lot of bubbles are coming up. But what happens if we shake it? those bubbles increase. And if we open it like that, it makes a sound and all the bubbles want to come out. Majestic. And now we are going to observe what happens with the Alka-Seltzer pill. Crazy, right? From a moment to another, it starts changing. And now what happens if we put it together? Not mix it up, just compare the effects. Very similar, right? Fascinating.
Este es mi experimento para Pattern Knowledge. Mi nombre es Miguel Ángel Menchaca Hinojosa, número de matrícula 2043485 de Salón 101. Mi experimento va a consistir en que ver la reacción que tiene el Alka-Seltzer, o en este punto de la sal de uvas, yo no tenía Alka-Seltzer, en distintas bebidas. Los materiales que vamos a ocupar van a ser un vaso de agua, un vaso de leche, un cuarto de taza de vinagre y 2 Alka-Seltzer, o si no tienen Alka-Seltzer hagan como yo, y un poquito de sal de uvas. Entonces vamos a echar primero la vinagre en la leche. Y vamos a depositar la sal de uvas en ambas. ¿Los dos? No se nota tanto el efecto acá, pero está haciendo espumita allá adentro. Y bueno, profesor, el resultado es que tuvo distintas reacciones en cada uno. En este caso ya se está acabando el Alka-Seltzer. Sigue el burbujeo, pero ya se está acabando. Y en este caso sigue el burbujeo. Y aún no se acabó el Alka-Seltzer. Así que, profe, aquí está el experimento y el resultado. Nos vemos.
Hi, my name is Arturo Moncada, and I will make 2 experiments, one about precipitation and the other one about effervescence. As you can see, here we have vinegar that has no color, it is transparent, it is not dense, and has a very big odor. And here we can see the milk, that it is dense, it has color, but it do not have that much of odor. In here I will mix the vinegar into the milk, and I will see what will happen to the milk by the time. And then with this spoon I will shake it. Then I will wait for it to change. You can see the vinegar has made an effect. The milk does not really looks really gray, or even here you can see that a substance came out from the vinegar and made it like a little circle surrounding all of the milk. And you can see here the color has turned into
into a darker color.
Now on this project we'll be using soda, Alka-Seltzer, and water. When you open the soda, you can see here the reaction, what happens. A lot of bubbles come out from the drink. Well, the same thing happens, but more if we agitate it, if we mix it. You can see the water, the soda making bubbles from it, and if we open, the pressure comes out fast and the bubbles go. Now in here we can see the water and the soda, and let's see what happens in just seconds when I put the Alka-Seltzer into the water. You can see a similar reaction as the one looked in the soda. For you to see, here are the reactions. And they also make the same sound.
Hi, my name is Dibanhi Ortega and I am in group 101, and today I'm going to do 2 experiments in which we will be testing precipitation and effervescence. So let's begin. Okay then, so for the first experiment, the things that we need is white vinegar, which is already in this glass, and milk, a cup of milk, and a spoon. And we are going to observe the properties of the milk, and as we can see, the milk is normal, it tastes pretty good, and it's white. And now the vinegar, well, it doesn't smell that nice, and as we can see, it's completely clear. So we will now proceed with the experiment. The first thing we're gonna do is to place the vinegar into the milk. So let's go, let's see. Let's watch what happens. And with the spoon, we're gonna mix it. And we are going to leave the substance a few minutes to see the results of the first experiment. So let's watch our result of the experiment. The first thing I see is that the milk is not completely white. Actually, it's like kind of gray and a little bit green. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but in real life it's kind of green and gray. Actually, the milk is lumpy also, as you can see in this spoon. And to observe more the precipitation, the milk went down and the vinegar went up. Well, this is the result of the precipitation experiment. Now let's begin with our second experiment. The things that we are going to need is a plastic bottle with soda, water in a clear glass to see the results of the experiment, and a peel of salt. And well, let's check the properties of each material. So as we can see, this is a normal bottle of plastic. If we open it, the gas of the soda went out, and if we close it, let me close it correctly. Okay, and if we shake it, this, you can see that there are more bubbles in there. Personally, I don't like too much soda, but well. And this is a normal pill and a glass of water. So let's proceed with the experiment. We're going to put the pill into the water and see what happens. So we can see that there are bubbles. The pill is becoming small, and if we watch that, when I shake the bottle of soda, it was the same reaction as the glass with water and the pill in it. So this is the result of effervescence.